everyone, and welcome back to the Scottish Disney Cars Collector YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be doing something quite different. I've never made a video like this on the channel, and basically this is just going to give me an excuse to open a bunch of cars. But as you will have seen in the title and the thumbnail, yes, we're going to be opening a bunch of cars, basically. I've not counted how many diecast there are here, but basically this is stuff that I've acquired over the last 3 years now at the very least, and I've just not really got around to opening stuff. It's not like I've neglected any of it, it's just not happened. There are some quite rare stuff here as well, which I know might seem sacrilegious to open, but I'm going to do it either because the card is damaged or... What I've come to realise now of this collecting is, like, unless something is absolutely super rare, I think I'm just going to open it. So a great example of that is like maybe McQueen's biggest fan. I don't think I would open that if I ever got it sealed, but a Racing Red car like Mater probably would open it, just because I know he is rare, but I do want the full set open. So we're going to delve straight into it, because speaking of Racing Red, we're going to start this video strong. I've got a big bag down here full of these things just to get through, but we have Racing Red Lightning McQueen. Yeah, so this was obviously new for 2021. I got this in a B&M for $3.99, and it was sealed. It's been sealed ever since, but unfortunately the glue is starting to deteriorate, and like a lot of cars that came out, particularly during 2017 to 2021 too, yeah, you just find a lot of them there where just the glue just deteriorated, and the blister's so easy to take off. That's why it's really hard to get carded stuff from this era, because it just deteriorates over time. So I don't see the point in keeping this sealed, so we're just going to open him. He's not as rare as the other ones. See how easy that came off. He's not as rare as the other ones, but you know, I know some people probably wouldn't open theirs if they have one sealed, but yeah, here he is. He looks quite nice. He's not my favourite one of the line, to be honest. I've got Jackson and Cruz open, and I think they're much better. It's interesting because it's basically Cars 1 McQueen on a Cars 3 body. So, you know, the fact we can get this in Racing Red, but they can't just fucking do a regular one like that, because the slim body is much more accurate. I don't care what people say about that debate still to this day. The slim body is more accurate. So, yeah. Very cool. He is really nice metallic. But yeah, I thought we'd just start off strong with a Racing Red McQueen. And all this package is going to get thrown on the floor. We've got another Lightning McQueen here already. This is the Rust-eze Racing Centre Lightning McQueen, which on this card is very rare now. He only came out once in 2022. I remember watching Docket's case unboxing, and he said, if you want this guy, grab him when you see him, because he won't be back for the rest of the year. And he's not been back since. Which is quite weird, because this version of McQueen used to be so common, and yeah, would just believe I don't have one opened. This version used to be so common, but now, like, he is a bit more sought after. Probably doesn't help. It was like Target exclusive stuff when he first came out. That's a whole other story in Cars history franchise. But yeah, I don't get why they made them fucking Target exclusives. But anyway, yeah, this is gonna get opened, because again, card is pretty worn, and I don't have this version of McQueen opened. It does feel a bit sacrilegious, I will admit, but hey, otherwise I'm just affirming my point. Again, anything that's new to me I don't have opened, I'm going to open it. Well, that's happening for everything except for one, which is my race damaged, the King Thailand variant. I just can't bring myself to open that. I'm hoping it gets re-released next year. But yeah, here we go. Another shiny McQueen. This version is really nice, actually. It's always weird when we do metallic, how you can just see the silver gleaming underneath. But yeah, I do love this version of McQueen. I do think it's the best one in Cars 3, and it's just because he's metallic. Definitely much better than the China variant as well, which was too sort of light red. You know, this looks nice and glossy and shiny. Yeah, really cool. Really, really cool, that. It's a super chase. Oh god, some people make it out to be that now. Quite a forgotten 2023 release, Heady River Scott. He was in like maybe 2 cases that year, and then he just didn't come out again. I have the hot rod version of him opened. I don't have a regular River Scott, so this is my, I guess, first clean version. I don't know, but yeah. Not much more to say. Really cool. Yeah, not much more to say, but he is nice. Really nice that. Again, he will go well with my Retro Racers display. Talking of River Scott, we have this piddly little thing. Yeah, this is one of those magazine. Oh, I can literally slot it in the middle of the table. This is one of those magazine type things. I paid about £6 for this. I'm just going to open it. I don't think it's really that rare or anything. It's such light plastic and it is kind of damaged. So, yeah. If I can just get it open without totally destroying the card. That didn't work out quite well. Oh well. Obviously this is like the proper River Scott, you know, that's, I guess, older. But yeah, here he is. He's quite light. But honestly, he's really well detailed for a magazine toy. Like, I think all the exact same details are there. Bear in mind, this is Heyday. This is like, I guess, regular River Scott. The only detail he's really missing is his license plate, and that is it. Honestly, he's pretty well done for the scale. He's even got the River Scott text up at the top, which, you know, you would think they'd skip out on, but no. Yeah. He's sort of Hot Wheels scale, basically. But very nice. But for Butterswagon, I do already have this one open. Purely just opening this one for like a race, like display eventually. She just makes a good background character. So again, another really forgotten about release from, well, 2022. And she was uncancelled, obviously. But yeah, I already had this gal open. This will just be a race damage display. But I do like this car, how small she is and squat and a little bug, basically. I think she's cool. I do really like her a lot. I love that expression. Yeah. Silver wheels. God, we wouldn't get that now. She's sliding. Again, another forgotten release from 2022 is Kabuto. They don't tend to release this one anymore. It used to come out quite a bit. And then Kabuto Flames came out, and that's just the version they seem to do now, even though they still call it Kabuto. But I'm so glad we got that and cancelled. Obviously, it was they did do this with this version with the Flames, but the Kabuto Flames makes them that version because of the different expression, you know, the looking off to the side one. So I'm glad we got that uncancelled. But yeah, I did have the original version of this growing up. And I got this, where did I get this? It was Lidl back in 2023 when we were getting KSJ in there, just randomly. And he was one of the cars I didn't bother with, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick him up for $4.99. He probably will just go with my Cars 2 stuff because the Flames version mostly of Tokyo Meter. But yeah. I mean, he will be the exact same apart from the expression in terms of colours and stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. Really nice and clean. I definitely like the more flatter grey compared to the more silvery look of the China variant. Which again, I do have. Yeah, cool. Not much more to say about him. So I'm trying to fire through these as fast as I can. Dexter Hoover with Checkered Flag. Again, another forgotten. There's so much 2022 stuff. Yeah, that shows you how long I've had some of these on card for. But again, another forgotten release from that year, I would say. Again, I think he was only in the elusive KSJ and his own curved card, which, but I really want the Checkered Flag version and the different expressions, so I am going to open him. Even though it seems a bit sacrilegious because he's quite sought after, he'll probably come out again next year, let's be honest. So, yeah, going to open him. This was the most I paid for a single up to this point. I paid $7.50. And I forget, every Dexter they include this plastic flap. I'm guessing it's because of the flag. It's weird. They used to have that in quite a few. I think Colin Borev had it. I want to say Tex Dynaco had it, but I could be wrong. Who as well had it? Andy Vaporlock. I was trying to remember. There was another car in that year. Yeah, here he is. I'll attach the flag off camera because it'll be easier. It's always a pain getting this in. If I can find the right side. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Oh, slide it in. Yeah, in there. Cool. Yeah. That was a lot easier than some other ones, I'll say that. Yeah, there we go. He looks really cool, the checkered flag actually. Really like this. Definitely like it more than the one with the green flag. Which has definitely become a much more common version these last few years. But really cool. I just want it for my Piston Cup Racer display. So, yeah, it's a plastic mouth plate. No, no. Oh, okay, it is. Yeah, I can see the join. Very weird. So not a lot of metal on this guy. It's just mainly the cab. It's a plastic eye plate, but I do like the expression. He looks really cool, actually. Yeah, really like that. Definitely the best version of Dexter, in my opinion. Staying on the Piston Cup theme. Thought we'd just do this one next. Misty Motorcross again, not from 2022, 2023, sorry, but a very sought after Thailand variant from 2023. Now I do already have one opened. This was to stay on card, however I opened one with misprinted teeth because this was on better condition card, and I just realised, why the fuck am I doing that? Why open the one with better paint? But it goes to show what my priorities were. I didn't get this until early last year. Actually, B&M just randomly got KSGN, and I managed to get both. Bought one for myself, and then my partner picked up the other one for me. So I was like, oh, mine's is an error, and I opened that, and it wasn't really an error. It's just misprinted teeth. So basically, what I'm going to do now is open this as my definitive Misty, and I'm going to make a race damage custom of that other one with the misaligned teeth. So yeah. So I do already have this one open, but again, no painted mouth on that China stock image. But again, she's quite sought after now. That's some of the more easier glue that I've unpeeled. Yeah, here she is, looking absolutely fantastic. I think this is one of the best Thailand variants of a Piston Cup racer. Love the expression. Obviously, she's the only female racer in the Piston Cup circuit. So, yeah, very nice. Even though I feel like Mattel just made that up. And why does she have a mustache girl? You would think James Cleaner would be a female without the mustache girl, but anyway. Yeah, but it's just really cool. Again, I've already had her open previously, so. I guess a common release. Yes, I don't have a Thailand Luigi and Guido open. I technically do, because I have. Right, okay, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but my camera just suddenly stopped, so apologies about that, everyone. You're probably going to see a jump in the editing footage, but anyway, yeah, I don't have a Thailand Luigi and Guido open. I've technically got the Ghost and Mummy costume ones open, it's just the regular ones underneath, but, these would just be nice for a regular display. This card is battered to fuck. So, yeah, I really don't seem that exciting, but they were to me at the time. I've had this for the last 3 years now. And again, that glue is really coming away. Shit. But yeah, seen these guys a lot recently because of my review with Race and Rescue and all that. So yeah, nothing too crazy to me, but nice to just have regular ones without the costumes on. So yeah, just your basic Thailand Luigi and Guido, but still a really cool release, and it always sells well because, well, you're getting 2 cars for the price of 1, which people think is a good deal, and it is, but there are obviously less materials than like the big red behind them is. So we'll do this classic Townie next. It's Sheriff from I think this year. Yeah. This guy's going to become really rare on this card, but this is not to keep sealed or anything. This is for a comparison. When I eventually get the Adam Rodriguez and Sheriff 2-pack, I want us to compare purely because of the Chrome issue, but I don't know where my Outer Talent one is. It's somewhere packed away, so this is just easier, and I'll probably sell this one on after. So I don't know why my camera suddenly stopped. Fuck. Drop him. There we go. I don't know why my camera suddenly stopped. That was strange. Here we go. I hope I didn't chip him. I mean, I'm not really arsed, to be honest, because he'd be getting sold on anyway. So if there was any that I didn't mind dropping, it was this one. But yeah, classic Talon Sheriff, but always really nice to see, and he does sell well. You never see Sheriff hanging around on the pegs. Same with Doc, the kind, and Luigi and Guido. They just always sell well. Yeah. Love the Chrome. It's been high demand for this guy this year just because the regular one is not out in the singles line. So yeah, we'll do this one next. China variant of Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, of which I have just found out today there was a fixed version of this. So in preparation for this video, I watched Docket's really old video where he unboxed like 30-40 cars, and in this he had the Cruz Ramirez. I think it was when they were having those like display signs, bonus signs, whatever. And what he said in that video was this Cruz apparently got updated metallic decals, and he's shown that in the video, and you can see that. What I've always thought is China released it with flatter blue, and then when Thailand eventually did it, which I do have that the Thailand variant opened, they corrected it to metallic. However, no, that is not the case at all. She came out with flat blue first, of which this is going to go with my factory custom Cruz Ramirez Hollow. We'll come back to that. And then they've eventually done a sort of metallic, and then Thailand have rectified it all again. So there are 3 versions of this, which I never knew about at all. But I'm still going to open it because, I mean, that is just completely coming away. I found this in Morrison's. They must have really old stock in the back. It was such a weird time, that. But anyway. Oh, that was so hard to do. Fucking hell, that was literally on its last legs. But this is the thing. On eBay sometimes you just see this. People selling this because the glue's just deteriorated so bad. Because I know Gemden's just sold off a bunch of stuff like old Cars 3 singles recently, and again they just had them like that because the card just came off. But yep, here we have China Dinoco Cruz. Is really a very dark yellow. When was she made? 0677, so the 60. Hold on. Yeah, the 67th day of 2017. Random as fuck, that. Yeah. I don't really like this, to be honest. She looks so saturated. I need to compare it to the Thailand one, but yeah, not a fan of that. Gotta be honest. But variant's a variant. I had to open it. Quite an old one. I think this is from this is a 2022 one, if I've got that correct. But it's a snowmobile. Obviously, they've done more Christmas cars last year and re-released this guy, and I didn't need to pick him up. I've had this for the last 2 years, so I had no really any reason to open him. But yeah, so now I'm gonna finally do that. Because this guy was quite the peg warmer, and it still is, unfortunately. You know, which is a shame. But it just happens in this, you know, in this world of mad cars collecting. Anyway. But I know people really like this release, and yeah, quite really so. It's not one of my favourites, but yeah, quite really nice sculpted and well done. It's just obviously meant to be a reindeer, and obviously there's no actual working treads, it's just small, very small tires. It does glide. Yeah, cool. Quite like that little guy. Not one of my favourites though. I suppose we should just get this out of the way. No, no. Do I want to do this first? Hold on. Oh, we might as well. This with no McQueen, yeah. So this is from the Synthetics rubber tires line of the Demolition Derby races, which I've just found out today were Walmart exclusives. So how the fuck these came across in the UK, I have no idea. I found this on the Entertainer. Again, nearly 4 years ago now. They had no one else, so they had McQueen with barrels, and then there was the McQueen with, I think, an N2O Cola sign. I decided to go for the barrels because they'll stand better than that sign. But yeah, I've already took the car out this before. I think I already took the barrels out, but I put them back in there for some reason, so we're just going to take out some plastic. But yeah, it's Demolition Derby night at Thunder Hollow Speedway, and the crazy crashing action is about to begin. So you've got Liability, Airborne, Jambalaya, Chimichanga, Bill, and Superfly. So yeah, so on, I guess, USA card to an extent. Yeah, oh, this is the one that was taped up, yeah. No, this is how bad the glue deteriorating was for these, because the I need to peel this off. Oh, I'm doing this for fucking plastic barrels. Right, everyone, I've just done that off camera. I was trying to remember if the Cruise was the one that had tape on it. It wasn't. It was this. Again, that's how bad the glue deteriorated on these 2017 releases. But I basically just try to peel the tape off as best I can. But yeah, there's the background. That does look quite cool. I like the mud design on it. Anyway, here's the blister. Yep, all this for 2 plastic barrels. I do have a couple of these. I think I've only got one more from the Cruz Ramirez's Francis Beltline released back in 2022. And that's a lot, really. If I can get this fucking out. There we go. Yep, done all this for 2 plastic barrels, guys, but accessories are accessories. And they're quite nice ones as well. Yeah, there you go. 2 little barrels. Came with a lot of these releases. Moving along, we'll go into bigger stuff in a moment. Here we have a West Philanthropus, quite again a sought after 2023 release. Found a lot of these in B&M, so I just kept buying them up. But yeah, it's just to add to my West Philanthropus herd. So let's get it opened. My favourite 2023 release, by the way. Absolutely love this guy. And so heavy. That's what I love about this release. It's so heavy, especially on the blister. Yeah, just like the weight of this is so fucking good. I can't praise this diecast enough. It's probably my favourite Mattel I've released since I started collecting them again. And probably my top 10 releases of all time, I think. It's just the sculpt and the extra pieces and everything. It's fantastic. I will have to review this guy one day, but in love with that release. Got an oldie here. Look, Claude Scruggs from World of Cars 2008, and there's a bunch of releases in the back that you could get then. Yeah, really nostalgic. And this is when they were numbering them, so what number was Claude? 48. Obviously this was before they started actually giving them names. But yeah, I have this guy on desert packaging. I don't need 2 China ones sealed, so the glue is still holding up 17 years later. I always love how they give you that little road. I remember driving my cars on it, or sometimes doing that, yeah. Yeah. China Claude Scruggs, you know, who doesn't seem so exciting now because of how overkill the Thailand variant has been this year, but I still love this car. He feels so much, God, he feels really light compared to what we get now. Were they that light back then? He feels incredibly light. Yeah, but, you know, I love this car. Fantastic. Really cool to have a China one in mint condition. There's a date stamp. 2777. So 277th day of 2007, so quite towards the end there. I'm so used to saying 2007. 2017, sorry. Okay, doing a docket. We're saving the best ones for last. So, first up we have the Movie Prop 2-pack. This is the version from last year. Got it from Gemdons and I just have not opened it because my partner got hers for Christmas. I bought her one for Christmas and she's had hers opened and about. So, you know, just no reason to really open this. Some great 2-packs we got last year, man. It really does make me miss it. But yeah. And obviously these were unique being on this big chunky blister. Oh god, the glue has really deteriorated on that. Yeah, a lot of people's favourite 2-pack from last year. I don't think it's my favourite. I think Ken and Justin are better, but I still can't deny this one's great. I think these are the correct sides. Oh yeah, obviously I call it a movie prop pack. Well, you know, movie prop, Nicole Revwell and Jesse Whelan. But yeah, there you go. I don't like how they sit like that though. There's a really hard way of getting them to sit flush on the ground. But yeah, great release though. One of the definitely one of the best of last year. Should I do this one next? Oh, okay, we'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna open this. I know it seems sacrilegious, but again, I've decided with cars I don't have loose, so I'm gonna, yeah, anyway. So we got Mater Secret Mission, Walmart 2-pack of Acer, Mater of Spyglasses. It is one of the least expensive to get, so I don't mind opening this one. I'm hoping to get this soon, the Film of Weapon 2-pack, but yeah. Oh, I'm hating to do this, but you know. But in Docket's video, it was paining him to do this as well because he was just, see, I don't like that. It was just paining him to open a bunch of really rare releases, so, and I knew it was going to happen in this video. If I can get them out. Yeah, I forget, this is the point where they were gluing this to the plastic, which, I mean, fair enough, it kept it on there, so. So here's Mater with Spyglasses, really cool this. It's obviously based off a deleted scene in Cars 2. His tow cable's in there quite a bit. But yeah. Mind you, he does feel very light, but obviously this is the point where they were making the back of Mater plastic, and is this a sticker? Oh yeah. Yeah. That is indeed a sticker. Yeah, and they were putting fucking stickers on the back of Mater, which is ridiculous to do that. That just seems so... just seems so uncommon now to stick stickers on a fucking diecast. Yeah. Yeah, he's very light. But, you know, pretty cool. Not really based off anything that actually appears. But and here we have Acer, who has a different expression, which is really nice. Yeah. And cool, this is what the Tubbs Pacer expression was based off. But again, he does feel light, that's the thing. I don't know if they just put more metal into these cars nowadays. It's a strange feeling, that. This one I have already opened, but just for the pure sake of showing off. World Grand Prix Globy, who was also a Super Chase. And I think the last Cars 2 Super Chase we got, actually. This one was like 2019. This came out 2018, 2019. I have already opened it. I got mine for one in a bed of Gemdons. Got it in the post a few days ago. Just couldn't resist opening it. But I'm going to pretend we're reopening it. So, and the card was damaged to fuck. So there's no way I was keeping this sealed. There you go. I love this release so much. Definitely one of my favourite diecasts I've got. Fantastic. Such good weight to it as well. Definitely worthy of being a deluxe and a Super Chase, you know. Just brilliant. Such a genius release, I think. Yeah, love this little guy. already looked at them, so you know, excitement's not there. It's the first time of opening it, but it's still cool. And last but not least, we have one that's going to feel very fucking sacrilegious to a lot of people. Yes, it is the Circus Cab from the Circus Super Chase series from when did these come out? 2015, 16 sort of time. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably going to hate me for opening this because all these releases are so expensive now. But again, I have decided anything that I do not have opened, I'm not keeping sealed. So, and again, it's not really damaged card, so just gonna go ahead with it. There you go. Super Chase, PT Flea Circus Troupe wows crowds around the country with their death-defying stunts and jumps. Circus Cab, Pickup, Forklift and GT, and Van. Super Chase vehicles are limited to no more than 4,000 units produced. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. All the glues. Again, really going on that. Why the hell can I not get that out? The fuck? Did Super Chase vehicles have slots in them? The fuck is that? God, that was weird. Never seen that before. This is really cool though. Okay, I didn't like this guy as much as I thought I was going to. Just look at him in the packaging, but he's actually really cool. He's also just the circus. He is just, you know, like the... God, his ears are very loose. Do they turn? Oh my god, that's so cool. And he's basically a repaint of like the Piss and Cup. You know, just regular truck cab semis. There's no tow and hitch because obviously he doesn't need it. But love the colours. Really cool deluxe actually. I'm sorry it's so rare, everyone, and I'm opening it. Have opened it, I should say. No going back now, but honestly, really glad I opened this actually. This might be my favourite of everything I've opened here. I like Dexter a lot. I do like the two McQueens, the metallic ones. And you know, Sheriff is pretty cool, actually. Do you know what? Looking at all this, I think this is my favourite I've opened. And of course it's this and Globy, and of course it's the Super Chases, isn't it? But they really do make the best ones, Super Chases, in my opinion. Even though that makes them fucking harder to get. You know, like the Japanese TV trio. I don't remember their names. The ones that Mater and McQueen are watching on the plane. It was a 3-car series, all Super Chases. Circus ones, all Super Chases. 95 Fan Luigi and Guido Super Chases. Made with duct tape, a strange Super Chase, but you know, yeah. Random as fuck, but they do make the best ones, Super Chases. And I really like this a lot, actually. I wonder if I'll complete the set. I doubt it because of how expensive they are now, but this guy's he's the least expensive and rarest to get, so that's why I don't mind too much opening this. So, yeah. I really like this guy. Big fan of that. Really big fan of him. Leave him at the front because I think he's the best. Anyway, that pretty much wraps this video up. Not much more else to say. It was just an excuse to open cars and watch me open cars for half an hour. There could have been a Joe Don Jackson to open for this video, but it was on 2021 card. But because of the new variant, well, because it came out again this year and blah 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 blah, I just opened it and stuck it on my Vinted page. It's not sold yet, so yeah. But my favourite stuff here, this, yeah, it probably is the rare stuff, you know, and the McQueen. There you go. That's my favourite stuff here, and yeah, of course it's all the rare stuff, you know. Definitely not up my own arse or anything about it. Sorry. But yeah, that's my favourite stuff here. Anyway, that pretty much wraps this video up. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you had fun watching it. Let me know what your favourite car is here that I unboxed. And yeah, definitely a different type of video. If I ever get this amount to open on camera again, I will certainly do so. But it will mean I need to let stuff sort of accumulate and gather over time. So yeah, let me know what your favourite car was in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.